Hi, it's Jackson here. Welcome our channel, please subscribe for more video. The Peugeot 408 is a niche but appealing alternative to traditional family hatchbacks, taking the inoffensive ingredients of the smaller 308 and reinventing them in a more practical and stylish package. The iCockpit layout still won't be for everyone, however, and we suspect the 408 will be a better car when paired with a powertrain other than the 225 plug-in hybrid, which we found short of both range and performance. Overall, it certainly offers something different to the 308, but without demanding any particular compromise. If you like the styling and the price is right, Peugeot has always had a penchant for the unconventional, so perhaps the new 408 shouldn't be too much a surprise. Peugeot calls it a C-segment fastback, and it's a 5-door hatchback with an almost saloon-like 3-box shape, complemented by a lifted, SUV-esque stance complete with protective body cladding. The aesthetic won't appeal to everyone, but you have to agree that it's a striking thing to look at. Inside, it offers a similar-looking cabin to the 308, and the 408 shares many parts. That means a plush, stylish space with a central stack angled towards the driver. Within lies Peugeot's latest infotainment. There are more responsive touchscreen systems on offer, but it's much better than what came before, well laid out and user-friendly. Below sits a panel of customizable tiles, so all your favorite functions can be accessed with a single finger prod. You'll want a shortcut to the climate controls there, because unfortunately they are tweaked via the touchscreen and not physical buttons. Peugeot's usual iCockpit arrangement is present, with a small steering wheel placed below a high-set instrument cluster. It takes some getting used to, because many drivers will need to position the wheel much lower than they're used to for a clear view of the digital dials. On that front, the 408 gets a 12.4-inch device with two screens mounted on top of one another to give a 3D effect. It looks great and offers plenty of information, including a snazzy animation to show the energy flow of the hybrid powertrain. The 408's longer wheelbase addresses one of our main criticisms of the 308, its scant rear legroom. The elongated back end also gives a useful increase in boot space. There's a 471-liter capacity in plug-in hybrids, and 536 liters in petrol derivatives. We're testing the 222 bhp plug-in hybrid here in range-topping GT trim. It combines a 1.6-liter petrol engine with an electric motor and a 14.2 kWh battery pack, giving an electric-only range of up to 40 miles. Unfortunately, as we found in 308s with this powertrain, it has some issues. Firstly, it never feels that fast, and curiously, its 0 to 62 miles per hour time is a mere 0.1 seconds quicker than the cheaper 178 bhp PHEV. The 8-speed automatic gearbox, meanwhile, seems lethargic, with slow responses to throttle inputs and a clunky attitude at lower speeds. The car isn't always the slickest at managing transitions between its power sources, either. The internal combustion part of the equation is smooth and refined, at least, even if it can sound a touch strained at higher revs. In any case, the 408 keeps you well insulated from the racket and most noises. There's a hint of wind and road noise at motorway speeds, but overall, this is a quiet and refined car. It's a comfortable one, too, with damping that irons out imperfections in the road surface deftly. Peugeot says the 408 isn't supposed to be overtly sporty, but is intended for those who enjoy driving. This becomes clear when twisty roads are reached. It's competent in such environments and reasonably enjoyable, without ever being genuinely thrilling. It hides the weight of its battery well, changing direction with a reasonable degree of enthusiasm. The smaller wheel helps with fast steering inputs, which the 408 responds well to. The longer wheelbase means it's perhaps not quite as chuckable as a 308, but this is offset by a greater sense of high-speed stability. Body roll is well contained, and while it doesn't take too much to push the front end into understeer, you can spec 20-inch wheels with wider tires that give a bit more bite at the expense of a little ride comfort. The 222 bhp PHEV in GT trim is expected to be the biggest seller in the UK, but we reckon the cheaper 178 bhp version could be better. You could save yet more money by speccing the mid-range Allure trim, which is still generously equipped. Model: Peugeot 408 GT Hybrid 225. Price: £43,200. Engine: 1.6-liter 4CYL petrol turbo PHEV. Power, torque, 222 bhp, 360 Nm. Transmission, 8-speed automatic, front-wheel drive. 0 to 62, max, 7.8 seconds, 145 miles per hour. Economy, 211.3 mpg. Colorado 228 gram per kilometer. Electric range, 40 miles. Thank you. See you next time. Welcome to Shoppers Africa. Today we present to you one of our craftswomen, Halima Abdul Soumay. She was born in Morogoro. She started her business in 2018 by sewing huts, and then she expanded into clothing. She is a craftswoman and also an entrepreneur. She works with the trends of the market. When the bag market started to rise, she moved into it because she does what is trending, so that she can make her daily. Her designs are inspired by cultural references. Actually, she enjoys creating and selling cultural products. She is 32, and she is the mother of 3 children, Amina, Jura, and Zakaya. She has got a team of 3 people who are helping her. Her main is to reach out the target market, which is difficult because she has to make the bags and also looking for clients. From the precious products we see, Halima needs people who will value the products she makes. Our task is to make sure that Halima is seen by the people, and the people should support her by all means, making sure that she gets what she deserves. Visit shoppersafrica.com to buy her products.